The amount of times we ate dessert with some meat for supper when I was growing up is actually kind of astounding, and I have no idea why we did it. I think now it's kind of unhealthy, but that does not stop me from making those desserts and enjoying them. I just don't eat them for dinner. And this is one that we could only make sometimes because we could only make it with rhubarb, and we did not get rhubarb that often, which is actually something I've been experiencing lately because I live in Texas, and apparently people in Texas don't know what rhubarb are. So watch out next spring because I am going to grow my own rhubarb. Now for starters, we're going to mix together some sugar with strawberry cello. And yes, this is weighed out strawberry cello that I got at an Amish store. See, it doesn't have any instructions or anything on it. We're also going to add some cornstarch to that and then just whisk in our water. Now we're going to put this on the stove and keep whisking it every now and then. Let it come to a boil and let it boil until it's thick and clear. While that sauce is coming to a boil, we're going to make our crumbs. We need some brown sugar first. Then we're going to add flour to that. And a common question for us during the summer was always, what's for supper? What's for supper? And whenever we had rhubarb that we could use, it was always rhubarb crumbs. And I did change the name of this when I put it in my cookbook. I named it strawberry rhubarb crisp because it has a strawberry flavor in it as well, not just rhubarb. We're gonna do our dry ingredients. We have some flour with oatmeal, brown sugar, and cinnamon. And then you need some butter, and it says melted butter, but I always like to just use softened butter. And this butter is very soft and has been sitting out at 75 degrees for a couple days because that is what our house is set at, 75 degrees. I grew up with no AC, and it definitely shows in my house. My husband would love to have it a lot colder, but I just freeze if it's colder. Once your crumbs are all mixed together, we're gonna put half of them in the bottom of a 9-inch square pan. And whenever we made this at home, we always made 2 9x13 pans because we always cooked like we were feeding a frolic or something, which we almost were. There were about a dozen of us. Just pat those things in the bottom of your pan a little, and then we're going to take some chopped up rhubarb. And yes, these are the rhubarb I diced up yesterday in my night video. This is the recipe I was making. Just put those things on top of the crust. And we're just gonna take that strawberry glaze that has come to a boil and thickened now, and we're just gonna drizzle it over those rhubarb. And you're gonna take the rest of your crumbs and just sprinkle them over the top. By now, I'm imagining you can guess why we thought this was a good supper, because it is so simple to make, and yes, it is going to taste really good. I know a lot of people would eat it with ice cream, but we rarely did. Now this just goes in the oven to bake. This came out of the oven now, and yes, the pan is hot. Don't attempt to hold it without a hot pan. My hands are kind of used to it. And we did not let this cool off before eating it. If we did have leftovers and we let them get cold, we would usually just eat them the same way the next day. And this is the way we ate them for supper. You put it into your bowl, and then guess what? You just add some cold raw milk to it. And of course, you need some protein because Amish always eat meat with their meals. And the thing we always ate with was canned bologna, homemade. But I can't find any of that stuff. You can't buy it in stores, and you need a lot of equipment to make it, so I don't have any. The closest thing I could find was homemade trail bologna from the Amish. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Let's take a bite and see if it's good. Oh yes, that is so good. The tartness of the rhubarb cuts that sugar so perfectly, and then eating it with bologna, the perfect balance of salty and sweet. Now, as I said before, this recipe is under Strawberry Rhubarb Crunch in my Amish cookbook. That cookbook is on my website, socialsbylavina.com. And I linked that website on my profile, or depending what platform you're on, it might be linked in the caption. Or you can just go to your browser app and type into the search bar, socialsbylavina.com, and my website will pop up, and there are a bunch of links there. The top one is my cookbook. And that cookbook has a lot of other recipes in it as well. Enjoy!